Every now and then, students that I taught more than 3 years ago reach out to me on social media, and they ask me why I couldn't be the teacher then that I am now. Why didn't I jump on desks like a ninja? Why didn't I sing on top of them between passing periods? Why did I not act as silly as I do today? Why didn't I coach the way I coach now? The list of things I do better today than I did back then is exhaustive. So why? Why wasn't I the teacher then, the coach then, the person then that I am now? How have I become the teacher who feels like he cheated the students he had 3 years before that day? Why didn't they get the passion I have now? So I tell them, my heart hadn't been broken the way it was 3 years ago on October 11th. They got Patino when life was good. When I had a girlfriend I thought I would one day marry. When life was going the way I had planned it when I was a teenager. I peaked. Life was good. I was the best person I could be, or at least thought I could be. I drove an Audi. I had a good job and I thought I did that job well. Not perfect, but I thought I did it well. I thought I figured out this whole teaching thing. I was regularly going to the gym. I was a coach then like I am now. Life was good. I didn't really need to grow anymore as a person. At least I thought. But little did I know when that heart was shattered that it was the beginning of a new journey. Turns out, the pain that I went through then would become a pain that my students today would benefit from. To go back and erase that, to change that, would be selfish. Funny how the pain I went through then tickles so much now. Look, if you're going through a breakup, I know it hurts. Trust me, I've been there 4 times, and I don't plan on going through it a 5th. And after the most recent one, when I went to teach, I would turn my face to the board and teach while the blows still came to deliver the hits over the course of the next year. Asking students to work hard when you could use some motivation yourself is not easy. Anyway, I'd go on about the ways in which I wish it didn't hurt. But you know what became most important was the ways in which I'm glad it did hurt. The ways in which it woke me up to change the perspective I have on life, to change the way I live and treat people. The pain wasn't something I'd necessarily recommend, but it's something that I needed. The healing started with the realization that if love is powerful enough to persistently tear a man down like it did me through pain, that it could also be powerful enough to build a man back up through passion. I won't lie, I had this hate in my heart that would not go away. If love could ever cause that much pain, I wanted nothing to do with it. Nothing.
What I got myself into, guys.
Lucky for me, I couldn't ignore the power it had, the effect it had, when I was with friends and family and even the students I taught then. That year, my students knew I was hurting. My friends, my family, everyone knew I was hurting. I was high-key draking it, like all the time. For as much as I wanted to feel hate, I couldn't. So many people were there to talk to when I needed it. I was blessed. I couldn't run from it. It was everywhere. So I took a different approach. I decided to love like there's no tomorrow. I surrendered. If you want to see the power of love, surrender to it. Embrace it. I promise you won't regret it. Even if your heart gets trampled over again, the universe will be better for it. So now, about this whole gym thing. Not gonna lie, initially, I wanted to look better and get her back. Why did I learn how to dance, swim, yoga? Yup, I learned it all because I wanted to get her back. Over the course of the next year, I was committed to learning it all. Pain is an incredible source of fuel when you most need it. And 1 year later, it didn't work. The relationship just wasn't meant to be. But guess what did happen? Through it all, I set out to get her back, but it turns out that it was simply the push that I needed to get myself back. Ironic that you need to lose who you are to find the person you'll become. In the end, I became better for it all. I didn't see it then like I do now, but man, do I see it now. The gym is where I found myself. But it doesn't have to be where you find yourself. Art, music, chess, anime club, math team. Where will you find yourself? Where will you start your path to become the best you? Wherever that is, go there. But not because you'll be better. Instead, because the world will be better for it. And when you do find that thing for which you're on this planet, your purpose, your reason, don't ever give up on it. Even if it means being called weird. Nay, no. Especially if it means being called weird. Because weird is often different. And different is you. Be you. Be different. Be weird. And while you do that, I'll ask only one favor of you. Love like you never thought you could love before. Then love just a little bit more. And one last thing. Be ninja. Remember, a true ninja must always be prepared.